how is Badger today?
It's very tired.
I
Very
can
tired.
fully relate. It is a long time.
It is a different kind of tired than what I would expect is your tired, because surprisingly enough, work's been reasonable for me.
Oh right, okay. Yeah, I've been battered in work right the last week or so. Oh man.
Well, with me, it's summer holidays, so small humans are at home all of the time.
Oh no, that.
So I must do things with small humans
Oh no.
all of the time.
Oh.
It's very, very fulfilling actually, because yesterday we went out into a big sunflower maze, and we went and we donated some cash to an owl sanctuary, and we got to hold the owls. Awesome birds, surprisingly light, yet also chunky after about 10 minutes of holding one, and you're like,
Huh. I can imagine. Yeah.
and the power.
Right. So we're here to paint, allegedly.
Yeah.
I need to do some clearing up. I really am not prepared today, unfortunately.
In a way, neither am I.
Yes. Do you know what you're painting at least?
I had originally intended to do a bit of scenery, right? However, the bits that I really need to paint on the scenery, they're in my bits drawer, and my bits drawer is currently inaccessible. So I will be painting some good old BB gun Chaos Boys,
Lovely.
and I'm going to do them in a Slanesh colour scheme.
Oh man, the squidgy bit on one of my headphones has disappeared. That'll be somewhere, I'm assuming.
Inside a dog.
Oh, I hope not.
You're gonna go outside, and
It's gonna be him.
Right him, right there, right that one is just gonna take a huge dump, and there it is, gonna be poking out of the end. And you're gonna go, no.
Oh man, right. So I need to get a few colours out here. I need metallic blue. I need white. I need lead belcher, and I'm gonna need black as well, I believe. I think that's all I need for this, because I am going to be continuing on with something I started months ago now. This fella here, the Atlas of Justice. I thought I could get away with more sunlight than I'm going to be getting away with here, because the sun is starting to go down very quickly, unfortunately. So I'm going to have to go do the curtains and turn my light on right at the start.
What at the beginning?
Da, 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 da. Yeah.
Well,
So
it saves you a journey later on.
here we go. I have got a little sort of hip bit that I'm going to be doing. And I'm going to be doing an arm as well, if I get the time. I should have the time. Now, I did not come prepared with water, so I'm going to just take some out of my water flask. There we go. I also didn't come with a bloody tissue either, and I don't have any of them spare, so... Oh dear. Really, completely disorganised today. But I hope everyone at home is having a fantastic time. It is, it's weird using Streamlabs again.
What has OBS decided it wants to?
Oh no, it's just I've never set Paint Club up in OBS. We've done this so infrequently that I've just been like, I just haven't been asked to set it up properly, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So yeah, there we are, there we have it. So let's get cracking. I should really.
I know that I wasn't here the other week, but
Oh no,
honestly,
it's. I mean,
as
life comes
I've
first.
as I've been saying, it's practically been non-stop
Yeah.
for the most part with the burns.
Aye. Right. I'm going to quickly get some. What's it called? There's Badger Cam. I'm going to get some kitchen roll. There you go. That's the word.
Kitchen roll, but yes, things have been busy in the Badger household. with the smalls, taking them to magical places and doing fun things with them through the summer holidays. It's been kind of crazy, and because of that, it's put my entire schedule off to one side.
Right, I am back. Kitchen roll.
Welcome back.
Right! Let's have a look at this model. Hello both. Bula not being asked. The shock. The horror.
How do?
Never do today. Oh man, how's it going, Fraggle? Welcome in. Oh, and yes, I know. Shocker, me not being asked to do something. Oh man, right. I think I'm just trying to have a look at this and to see what needs to go white, what needs to go metal. I know that the metal stuff needs to be put on more than the white bits. The whites are really just for the highlights.
Giant golden codpiece.
So I think the side bit here is going to be white, and all above there is going to be metal. The rest of it's going to be blue. Yes. Right. Let's get cracking. Let's get some paint on some brushes, and then let's do a bit of modelling, shall we, ladies and gentlemen?
Way ahead of you.
All fine. Good to hear, man. Just gonna be very predominantly a lurky boy today. Got a film running in the background to finish up. Ooh. What film you watching, dude?
"50 Shades of Grey, Death Legion." And if you understand that reference,
then you're in the right place. A sky one, very predictable black site. Ah, right. Alright, so for anyone who missed at the start, I am painting an atlas, a very large atlas model from the Battletech universe. Mr. Badger, you're painting?
I have 3 Chaos Space Marines, but they're like the older ones, so they have the BB gun pose.
Nice. The classic Warhammer model pose.
A classic Space Marine pose, indeed.
Yes.
But I'm gonna try paint these up in a Slanesh colour scheme.
Nice. So I'm doing my colour scheme as just a straight up Steiner boy, because it's an Atlas, and Atlases are the classic Steiner mech.
The only Steiner mech.
The only required mech for a Steiner lance.
Pretty sure there is like a. If you've ever seen a guy called Black Pants Legion on YouTube,
Oh yeah.
he does a lot of BattleTech lore.
Oh
But
yeah.
he does it in the style of him being a old sort of like merc teaching the younglings about the history of
Alright.
BattleTech.
Nice.
And there's the running joke of the Steiner Scout Lance, and all that happens is it's sort of like one of those cut out picture motion kind of things, where it's like a dude just sitting there talking about things, and then all you hear is like, and then Umpar music starts up in the background, and they're just like, yeah. I cannot say any like proper German language, but it's all like, I have infiltrated the enemy position and they are unaware of me. Everything's blowing up and he's just lasering them in the face, throwing mechs around, and it's like, they are completely surprised about my attack. It's great to see when it does pop up.
Love it.
Because it is just like how ridiculous you expect it to be and how ridiculous you want it to be.
Lovely. I'll have to check that stuff out, man.
It has got a lot of like real in-depth, nicely spoken lore about the whole BattleTech universe, from everything from like the Succession Wars through the actual Star League history and the different mechs themselves. And then he explains like when they were built, why they were built, all from the lore generated by the games, the the really awful cartoon series that existed.
What?
Yep, there was a cartoon series. I think it's called like Wrath of the Jade Falcon or something like that.
Oh
But
no.
it is like 80s Captain Planet style
Oh no.
anime. It's amazing. So it's like one of those things. It's so bad, it's good, and it's sort of got the beginnings of CGI for most of the mech fights.
Oh damn.
So
That's
you've got like really in this day and age, really awful looking blocky animation. It's just like yes,
oh
please.
that sounds so bad it's good. Or is it actually just good?
It's a little column A, a little of column B for a
Depend
lot of it.
if you're into it, it's probably okay.
It's
If not, it's terrible bad.
it's something that everybody should at least witness at some point.
Oh damn. That good, eh?
That good.
All right. I didn't I didn't have enough paint on my palette apparently.
Bum, bum, bum.
I thought I had plenty to cover this bit, but no. It has decided it wants to give up the ghost after the top bit of the arm. Well, there we go. Clean the path, clean the brush. So yeah, other than like the kids being off and that, how have you been the last few weeks? It has been like a month since the last paint club.
Yeah, well, yes, you're right. It has been quite a distance, and I do apologise for
Oh,
that.
no,
But
as I
of course,
say,
as you say, like real life comes first, and I've been sort of trying to keep on top of things.
yeah,
As I had mentioned before, when you were out getting more tissue paper for wiping things down, my own sort of schedule has really taken a big hit, and it's more down to me trying to at least get everything in order before I start doing my stuff again. So
yeah,
that
you got to get that work-life balance, correct. Otherwise, you'll burn yourself out.
Well, at the moment, I've actually not long ago, about 2 weeks ago, I had shifted onto a different set of shift patterns.
Yeah, I've noticed you've been on in weird times and stuff.
Well, my shift pattern is now like Wednesday to Saturday, 2 o'clock till 12. So I'm working 4 10-hour shifts instead. So I've got Tuesday off
Oh man,
now
nice.
to assist with children and school and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So this is why all of my gears like been right in the sky, because I haven't settled down into the routine yet. Because this is essentially the third week that I've been on it.
yeah,
And then I'm like straight into a holiday.
yeah. Well, I'm glad that you got yourself a new, much sort of easier shift pattern. 4 days a week would, I'd kill for that.
It's
Even if it
nice.
is 10-hour shifts.
The thing is, I've always got something to do during the day, and the original intention, as I say, was to help the missus with the bairns
Yeah,
while she's at work in the office on like Mondays and Tuesdays,
yeah,
and then I sort of like pull in the slack so she doesn't have to rely on her mother picking them up
yeah.
all the time and taking care of them until she gets back home from work.
Well, that's cool, man. Very nice, sir. Very nice. Yeah, my side of things have just been more of the same here. I've just been streaming way too much.
I did sort of notice that. It's like, let's do this, and then like just at the beginning of this week, it's like, guys, I'm a bit fucking knackered, guys.
Yeah, no, it's just the last week in work just absolutely fucked me. So yeah, I'm hoping that this week's gonna be a little bit better. So far, so good. I didn't have to walk today because the buses have been off here.
Folks.
Yeah, so there's been a big strike for like it's finally over, and the congrats to the bus company. Well, not the bus company, the bus workers union. They got they got the workers an 11.5 or 0.9% pay rise, which is at or above inflation.
I was going to say, it's rare that you'll get something above inflation these days.
Well, at some point, people are going to need to get paid more above inflation at some point, because otherwise, no one's going to be able to afford to do anything.
We're pretty much struggling to afford actually getting into work, let alone doing.
Yeah, exactly. So I think there's going to be a breaking point at some point. But let's keep the politics to a minimum. That's very rare that I say that on this channel. I love getting into politics, me. But
I love politics, me.
Yeah, I love talking shit about Tories. But we won't go there. Not today. We'll keep it nice. Keep it civil. But yeah, so on one hand, I've been burning myself out pretty bad. On the other hand, yo, how's it going, Weber? Welcome in. I'm painting me Atlas. Got me Atlas model there. That's a bit too bright, I think. Might need to turn this light down just slightly. There we go. That's a bit better. Whoop. Atlas. So I'm painting his hips at the moment. Because those.
But they don't lie.
They do not lie, and you beat me to it.
Look, I have to do this. I'm technically I'm a dad now.
Oh, you
got
are.
to keep these jokes in the firing line. They're locked and loaded. Safety off at all times.
Safety off! Safety off! Go, go, go!
In fact, making mention of that, playing Fall Guys with the eldest one.
Oh yeah,
Effie.
That's a fucking good game, by the way.
She was complaining that there was like tons and tons of people dressed as alligators.
Oh yeah.
And they kept grabbing onto her and holding her down and like trying to stop her from winning. And most of them were like partially successful in that ability.
Yeah.
And she was like, every time they got kicked out, she was like, yeah. And there was like, always one left. And I was like, did he start it all? And she looked at us and she knew, just knew. And I was like, is he the instigator?
Oh.
Like, ah.
Oh.
Like,
I thought that was going somewhere else, but
take it.
Lovely. Lovely
Feel my
work.
power.
Oh, that was grim.
Look, I've been gone for a while, okay?
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. This weekend I finished Dark Souls.
Nice.
That was pain. Pure pain.
Of course it is.
Oh man. He's a dad. He's got to have the dad jokes on all the time.
Maximum power, no
Yeah.
stopping. It's probably another reason why I'm so exhausted. I've got to have this lightning wit going constantly.
You can't turn down the power at all, ever.
No,
Right.
just got to keep going.
Gotta keep this going. Oh man, right. So yeah, I finished Dark Souls this weekend. Just gone. That was good.
Now, I didn't actually catch much, if any, of your Dark Souls herpaderpery. What kind of build did you go for?
I tanked so hard. I was using a two-handed halberd pretty much the whole way through, and I found an even better halberd like right near the end, and that's pretty much what I went with. And yeah, I had Havel's armor. Oh, I had the big chunky armor.
Fat rolling.
Yeah, and I just tanked it hard. I tanked it real good. And yeah, and I never learned to parry. And then the last boss kept kicking my ass, and I nearly gave up. And that's the only way you can realistically beat him. You've got to learn to parry.
Suddenly.
And, yeah.
A light turns on and you're like, oh.
Well, yeah, I got to 150 deaths and I was like, right, that's it. No, I'm not letting him beat me. And I just fucking, I went sick on him and I made it look easy.
I believe the correct term is beast mode engaged.
Indeed. I went full beast mode on him, and yeah, I learned to parry in about 5 minutes, and I just parry blocked him and stuffed me halberd inside him multiple times.
Over again.
Yeah.
Until a satisfying ending.
Exactly, and we ended the game, and it was good. So that is the whole playthrough is available on Twitch TV /Bulamatari/videos, and it'll be up on YouTube. I think the final episode goes up tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. One of those, because obviously you've got to have a delay on uploading videos onto YouTube. Otherwise, it's against TOS, the TOS. So yes, and all is well. So that's another game done, and I'm going to start another RPG next Saturday, and it's going to be lovely. Not sure which RPG. I'm thinking about going to Japan for the next one.
Because next Saturday rolls around, there's you there, sweaty, hair matted to your face, and you're just like, it's Dark Souls 2.
Oh shit, yeah, no, Dark Souls 2 is a JRPG, isn't it? Technically, yeah. FromSoft, the Japanese, of course.
We're all JRPGs.
So yeah,
including the Elden Ring.
Yes, indeed, including that one. I do need to decide though. Do I want to do I want to do a Final Fantasy game, or do I want to do the third and final Dark Cloud style game? That's the choice right there.
You've got to remember that if you go for a Final Fantasy style game, you will need off-camera grindo.
Nope, I don't do any off-camera grindo.
With a Final Fantasy one, you might.
Nope. Grinding's all part of the fun.
Or torture. Terror. PTSD.
Yeah. To be fair, I never really felt the need to grind in quite a few of the Final Fantasies. Like, I don't think I ever did any grinding in Final Fantasy VIII when I played that through.
That one was a little more
forgiving, I think.
Forgiving for the grind.
Yeah.
But things like 7 and 9 and...
I don't think I ever finished 7. Probably 10. For that reason.
10. Fuck 10.
I love 10. I don't think I did much grinding in that either.
Bollocks to 10. And 10 too.
Blitzball was fucking good.
No, water football just doesn't seem to click me.
I will die on that hill. Blitzball was good. Fight me.
Only if it's me bouncing a blitzball constantly off your face. Just, do, do, do. How's blitzball now?
I still love it. I really enjoyed Final Fantasy 15. I really enjoyed that one. I didn't think I was going to, and I got it for free on PS Plus. And so I thought, oh, well, I'm bored now. I've finished Ghost of Tsushima. I need something to play. Popped it in. Got through the first few hours, which is kind of the speed bump you've got to get over.
I was about to say the tutorial.
Yeah, it's kind of a tutorial. It's also kind of like scene setting, and basically the characters don't get in. The characters are insufferable for the first 5 hours of that game. And then you start to, the little personality.
Stories really
Yeah, the personalities start to come out, and you start to learn the little eccentricities and stuff.
and the reasons why they're there, kind of. It's sort of like, oh. So
Yeah,
they're eventually telling me all the shit they really should have told me at the beginning to make me invested in these boys.
yeah. In fact, one soundbite I'm definitely going to add to my my new channel. My channel is I'm going to have. I've learned a new recipe. Because I don't know why, but that didn't annoy me as much as I thought it was going to. I thought it was going to really annoy me because I kept hearing it over and over again. Final Fantasy VIII doesn't have level grinding because it has level scaling, so leveling is pointless. Snooglyphin right there with some sage facts. Yeah, how's it going, Snoo? Been a while, man. Been a while. All right, I need to. I now need to get the football on here.
I just realised that I started painting this guy with the wash and he's missing some sections of pink. So, rage.
But you have to draw magic, which is like grinding, but even more tedious. Oh man, it's been so long since I played 8, but do you know when you have like this nostalgic love for something? You can't remember a lot about it, but you just remember like it was the best time you ever had doing something.
Oh, Christ, I remember the draw system. Jesus.
Yeah, you see, I can't remember a lot about what about Final Fantasy VIII. I just remember it's the most I've ever liked a Final Fantasy game. The setting was so good.
I think I know which one it was. One summon. I believe it was Pandemonium.
Oh yeah, I don't think I ever got that one.
Basically, it was like a wind summon.
Yeah.
And you could only get him from the first time when you were like in a little seaside town, when you fought the meathead dude and his missus with the spear.
All right.
You could only draw it from one of those two, and if you didn't get it on that fight, you never got it.
Yeah, the Quetzalcoatl was the same, wasn't it? Because you had to do that against the machine.
Giant spider.
Yeah, the giant spider thing at the top of the dome.
Mm-hmm.
Not dome, the tower. So yeah.
But the thing is, with that one, you had multiple fights against the spider. So if you missed one of the fights, you could still try and do it.
Oh, I didn't know you did that.
Over the course of that like continuous battle,
yeah,
you could still draw Quetzalcoatl from him.
Ah, yes.
Whereas on that other one,
he chases you, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's because it ends up with that kick-ass scene where they Quistis, I think it is it Quistis
Quistis, the teacher,
the whippy lady,
yeah,
jumps up on the heavy machine gun and hoses the thing down on the beach, and it's like,
yeah,
go battle librarian, go.
I'm pretty sure that Quistis did grow up to be Bayonetta.
Probably.
Or it's just Bayonetta in another form.
In another universe.
Yeah. Just one of the many lives she's lived.
Also, Quistis foie.
No arguments here. I enjoyed Irvine as a character as well.
He was the gunner, wasn't he?
Yeah. And Zell. Zell was so good. I maintain that Zell, with all of his mannerisms, I maintain he had a Scouse accent. And if I ever play that on stream, there is going to be a Scouse accent for him.
Well, that's a given.
Yeah. Because I will fully voice act that shit.
Like you did with the many Russian variants of Dark Cloud.
Yes. You had to get just slight little differences. And it was never consistent. Never consistent. Or like when I was playing D&D with Snooglyph in here, and I was trying to put an Australian accent on for my Dark Elf. I had a Drow character, and I could never keep the accent consistent. It was like between Australian, Cockney, and I don't.
Probably Irish.
Yeah, it travelled, that accent. It travelled.
Well, the Underdog's a big place.
It is true. It is true. I liked the idea that when you say someone lives in the underdog, they live down under, and therefore they have an Australian accent.
I was gonna say, I'm sure I've seen like a little meme thing where it's like, Drow live in the underdog down under, has a general spider issue and everything wants to kill you. It's like, therefore Drow are Australian.
See, the logic follows. It follows. Right, I'm going to have the fingers as white on this thing, and the rest of the hand can be metal. Lovely. So yeah, I don't know. If I do Final Fantasy VIII, I'm going to need to go and find a copy of the remastered Final Fantasy VIII. Probably.
You're going to just say like a voice actors thing, so I can do.
Oh no.
Glorious accents.
I'm good. I'm good for voice acting. I can bullshit my way through it. I could also do the Legend of Legaia, which I started on one of my mixtape streams. I think you were there, weren't you, Badger?
I was there for that mixtape thing because I'm pretty sure it was talking about the mist.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh no. And it's just like a little green fart cloud around a tree.
Yeah. So that game's quite fun, and I don't think I'd be able to maintain the severity of voice acting that I did on that playthrough.
Aggressive voice acting.
Yeah. Pretty sure all of
I'm pretty sure some of them were scouts as well.
Yeah, they were. All of the women sounded like this.
I'm sure one of the blokes sounded like this as well.
So there you go.
Only the fat ones.
Yeah, that's one that I really enjoyed because of the battle system more than anything else. They had a really interesting battle system. That I don't know. I think it came before Final Fantasy VIII. I think. And if it did, I'm pretty sure that.
From the looks of it, I'm pretty sure it did come before Final Fantasy.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. So I'm fairly sure that Zell's Limit Break, where you had to do like a combo of buttons to do like boxing and shit. Fairly sure that was inspired by Legend of Legaia. I could be wrong though. I could be, but it could have been. It feels like, adjacent to it for sure.
It could. Well, Tifa had the same thing in Final Fantasy VII.
This is true.
Because it was like, oh, you gotta push this button, this button, this button, this button.
Yeah, like Legend of Legaia looks earlier than 7, but that is very uncertain. Because I know 7 was really early, because I think it was like one of the first games over than Ape Escape to use the DualShock controller. And it even on Final Fantasy VII's instruction manual. I don't think I've still got my copy of 7, but it's got an advertisement for the DualShock controller.
God damn, I'm trying to get this.
It's like, oh look, this fancy new tech we have. Oh, that is an old school model, that is.
Just a second, if it'll actually please zoom in.
Yeah, let's get to Badger Camp. Oh, there he is.
With his booby pose. His booby gun pose.
Nice. Right. So, I think that's all the blue. I now need to put some metal on it.
You gotta put a donk on it.
I do. I need to put a donk on it. There's going to be a lot of metal here, so let's get the lead belcher out. Da, 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 da. Oh, nice little solid bit of lead belcher there. Let's get that somewhere. Put that in that glass there. So now the buses are back on. I may have a little trip over to the Games Workshop at some point.
To live your best life.
Yes. I also might have a look for the, those BattleTech minis that you had. Did you find it in like Forbidden Planet or something?
It was in Traveller now.
Alright, I don't think we have one of them, but we have similar
if you
things.
have like a similar sort of thing, you might find them. Now the weird thing is I haven't been able to find any more of those except online on the stores.
Yeah.
Because whenever I go in, I was like, "Do you have any of these?" And they went, "Sorry, mate. They've just been ridiculously popular."
Yeah.
And every time they get them in, they practically sell out instantly. I was like, "Oh."
Yeah.
I guess I'm just gonna have to go online and order myself like a couple of them.
Yeah. Well, at least at least someone's buying stuff in those shops. I do love those shops, and I do worry that they're going to go out completely out of business at some point with the advent of Amazon. Basically, I'm pretty sure Amazon's nearly put all of those out of business. Them and shop. Do you ever have shops that sell metal T-shirts and stuff? We had a place in Liverpool that was like a massive like Mosher mall called Quiggins, and it's I'm pretty sure that got killed off by internet shopping. Shame, really. It was a good place. But yeah, go on. What you got those sorts of things?
Yeah, we've got like a sort of like a little metal emporium thing. It's only a tiny shop at the moment, just run by one awesome looking dude. But he was mentioning the last time we were actually there because we were trying to get a t-shirt, a particular t-shirt for In Flames.
Yeah.
And he was mentioning about how everything's like just so ridiculous to actually order in.
Yeah.
It's very, very difficult to get like a decent stock because everybody else is just, well, all the Amazon stuff is just snapping out the business and that.
Oh man.
Oh, I still gotta wait because these guys are wet.
Just trying to keep this nice and neat. It's a bit difficult with my hands shaking. Don't know why my hands are shaking, but they are. Ooh.
I was going to say, do you have the football on?
I don't, no. It doesn't start till 8, so at 8 o'clock I'll be bringing up a little browser with the football score on.
Dun, 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 oh my god.
It's a shame there's not a match of the day on tonight, because I do want to see the highlights of that game. It has the potential to be very, very funny. I know there is the odd Manchester United fan that comes in occasionally on my streams, so I'm sorry for what we're about to do to you if you're watching.
Well, speaking of Manchester City, I'm pretty sure Manchester City lost to Newcastle the other day.
They did? No, they didn't lose, they drew.
Oh, they eventually pulled it back.
Yeah, like it was a last minute, but they were like 3-0 down, I think, at one point, and they come back to save embarrassment. Yeah. So that was really good points there for Newcastle.
The fact that they're Newcastle, well, now they are like an owned team by particularly wealthy bods.
Yeah.
Even though they haven't really upgraded the team from when they got it.
Well,
kicking ass like that.
Got to give them time, I think.
And yeah, there's always like a lag period between actually getting.
Yeah. Also, there's only so much that they can do. They can't just pump money into it and throw money at the problem. yeah, the club needs to be able to like financially keep itself going because of like there's like financial fair play rules. You can't pay your players more than your club is earning. Basically, it's the really short version of it. So because the club's not earning all that much, they can't actually
Just throw it out there.
Yeah. They brought those regulations in the year after Manchester City basically bought the league. Actually, I think it was like 5 years afterwards, but yeah, I think that was definitely the cause of it.
The beginning of the legislation.
Yeah.
Listen,
Boom! Oh, shades mode. Hey, Stricken, how are you feeling today, dude? How are you feeling? Where's my shades at? There they are.
So to say, you're gonna be letting down the world by not having your shades on?
There we go. Oh, you're feeling better. Excellent. Excellent. Stricken's been a bit unwell. Like, seriously unwell. So,
Yeah.
glad you're feeling slightly better, man.
Hope for the best for your health, good sir.
He's been in hospital for a few days this week. Glad that you're feeling better, dude. Yay, thanks Burgess, says Stricken. Now, Stricken does pick his moments, because I'm trying to do some detail work here. And I'm trying to keep it nice and clean.
He knows.
He does.
Yeah.
He's like, I think that Bula's doing some detail work here. Why do you think you did it? Yeah.
What happens, right, is he kind of got like a spidey sense. And it's like, no, Dave's doing something that needs full focus. Psh, glasses on, boys.
Blind the bastard! To be fair, after what I did to him on the last booze control,
That still hasn't been paid off, that debt. that debt will take a while to pay off. Good sir.
I'm assuming you've seen the video.
I have seen the video, and I see you maniacally laughing as Stricken rolls slowly into the wall. After your neck.
It wasn't that slow though. It was like full speed. He didn't. No one slowed down. Need a finger paint bits redeem. Oh no. Make me paint with my finger. I mean, if it was a bits redeem and it was enough bits, I would potentially accept it. Make me an offer.
All the tea.
Oh man. Gotta see if we can. Did you get the grappa? I haven't got it yet. It's on my Amazon watch list. I've got an Amazon order sort of potentially happening in the next couple of days. I just needed to wait until I might do it on Wednesday because then I'm in the house for like a solid 5 days then. So if it arrives quickly,
You're not gonna miss it.
yeah.
I'm assuming you're talking about like microphones or cameras.
No, grappa. It's an alcohol, and Stricken won the booze control challenge, and he's making me drink something called grappa.
Sounds potentially like a Eastern European liqueur, probably made of grapes.
I don't think you're far off. I think it started as a grape vodka, but the version he's ordered me to purchase is more of a very strong 45%.
So more like a slur.
Yeah. Made from the leftover from making wine. Oh shit.
Oh, so you get all the bits.
I'm gonna have a bad time.
All the bits in the foot stompy. All the sweaty feet liqueur.
Yummy. Sweaty foot liqueur. That's exactly what I want. That's exactly what I want for my drinks.
Got a hell of a kick.
Oh, the Badger's on it tonight. He's on it all the time.
Sweaty foot liqueur.
Yeah. Nom nom nom. So that's going to be a fun time. That's happening on the second weekend of September. So keep an eye out for that, ladies and gentlemen. You could join us for that, and the usual rules shall apply. Shots for every sub, shots for every bit, and a drink for every 10 miles travelled. And I promise not to dunch Stricken into a wall, or otherwise impede him.
Instantly dunches Stricken into an old lady. She's wiped out.
I think there's a reason why they don't put pedestrians on Euro Truck Simulator, because they know that would happen.
Nonsense.
We are monsters.
The other drivers are pedestrians compared to the mighty truck driver.
They can't promise the same back. I shall keep my distance. Oh man, right. So, I have no idea how much I've done, because I can't actually tell the grey from the metal colour.
Go in here, Fiona. Go in here. Go. Get down.
Oh no. Is Doggo misbehaving?
Well, she's not supposed to be on the bed.
She's like, go away, leave me to my nap.
No, it's more the case of she's got a tendency to... She's currently wearing the donut of displeasure at the moment.
Oh no.
Because she keeps chewing herself to pieces, really.
Yes.
And we're trying to do things, and we're trying to figure out what it is, because we've been like absolutely blitzing her with like flea shampoo and all that stuff to keep her flea free and flea tablets and all. And there's no fleas on her.
Yeah.
But we think it's maybe some kind of like
skin
anxiety thing.
Oh, okay. It could just be dry skin. I know our dog. If we bath him too often, whoosh, time for shades is over. If we bath him too often, he will have. He just chews himself because he's got itchy skin.
Fiona rarely gets bathed.
Yeah.
So the whole bathing dry skin thing is definitely not an issue.
Yeah, but yeah, it doesn't. You don't need to necessarily be caused by bath, but it could just be dry skin.
Yeah.
For reasons.
I mean, we are going through like every option we can, but
yeah,
she must wear the donut, otherwise she pulls patches of hair out of her back end.
Oh. Yeah. It's always sad when you see that on your dog. Oh, Luke had a phase like that at one point. He's looking a lot better now, but you can see a little bit there. He's chewed himself.
So yeah, I made the consideration of buying her some booty shorts.
Oh no!
So that she can't. So that it protects the behind.
Yes, the boutte.
The boutte.
Oh, you'll be lurking for a bit. No worries.
Nice to have you, even when you're hanging around the back.
Yeah. Have a fun time chilling, my dude. I hope your games go well. And yes, you're allowed to drink by the next booze control, which is lovely. So far so good here, I think. At least I think. I hope I've chosen the right, colours for the right areas. I mean, it's not the biggest problem in the world if I haven't, because I did that on the torso, didn't I? I just sort of changed my mind halfway through, and it turned out okay.
Yeah, it was just a brief sort of moment ago. That doesn't look quite right. Let's do it this way, and then it turned out, yeah, that was okay.
I think once I've done one of the arms, the other one's going to be a lot easier because I know exactly what to do on it.
Yep.
Ooh, nice. Okay, there we go. Was actually fairly good control-wise, anyway. And then the little, what are they called?
What?
The little, it's not an axle. You know, in a joint, you've got the little cylinder of metal that keeps the
actuators.
Yeah, there you go. The actuators can be metal as well. The fingers are white. So far, so good. I'm not hating this. This is fine. So, are you aware of any news that's happened in the last few weeks? Actually, it's been.
Well, other than all of the random strikes and.
I mean, they're not random. They're very, very much called for strikes. They are good strikes, necessary strikes. But yeah, no, it's a hell of a time to be trying to get anywhere. And it's if you want to blame anyone, don't blame the people striking. Blame the Tories.
Blame the companies essentially who won't physically pay them what they're due.
And the Tories who refuse to regulate them, so that people can realistically go on a wage that they can't physically survive on. Because capitalism, something capitalism bad, as Steph Sterling would say. Right, there we go. Right. But yeah, apparently Sony is being taken to court
Ooh.
for ripping customers off. This is news that came in today.
Dun, dun, dun.
They're getting sued for $5.9 billion for ripping people off with digital games.
I see.
So, that's going to be interesting. I don't think it's going to go anywhere, but, well, it might. I don't know. It depends where they're getting sued for dollars, so it's going to be in America, which means that no lawsuit will ever get past there, unfortunately. But, you know.
I don't know. They're not an American company.
This is true. But if you successfully sue someone for ripping customers off, then it opens the floodgates, doesn't it?
To every other place that has ever ripped everybody off.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how that progresses.
And it would be nice justice to see it actually go through and do what it's supposed to do. But then again, it would also be really, really hilarious if the way that it got through was like a technical blunder that completely just dropped the company in it,
Aye.
and there was no way of them getting out of it.
I mean, honestly, I think that digital games are a bit of a rip-off. They never fall in value, even with the games.
Mm-hmm.
So
you can say the same thing about bloody Pokemon.
yeah, but
you try to get a second-hand, third-hand, even fourth-hand Pokemon.
yeah, well, it's any
50 quid.
it's any Nintendo game, isn't it? Nintendo deliberately don't print enough games to let there be a healthy second-hand market. It's a deliberate thing by Nintendo. You try and get a second-hand Breath of the Wild, fuck you, you're going to be spending, even a second-hand copy is 40 quid.
Might as well just buy the straight-up copy.
And there's not many of them about anymore. You can't buy it new anymore because they don't print enough copies. So you're spending full whack to get a second-hand copy. It's what Nintendo do. It's their plan. It's how they work.
Just how it be.
It is how they do it, baby. Right, here we go. So, I've got the arm mostly done. I'm quite happy with how that's turned out. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it the...
Old razzle dazzle.
yeah, let's give it the thing, the null oil. And then whilst that's drying, I can shove some lead belcher onto the hips. Because they do not lie. Right, which one do we use? We'll use you for the null. Lovely stuff, right. Whack this all on their hands. Yes. Spread that shit around. Num 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 num. Oh yes. Get into all the nooks and crannies.
Sounds like... I was about to say, sounds like Nurgle propaganda, and I was going to also say, sounds like Slanesh propaganda.
It's Steiner propaganda. Penetrate them with your Atlas of Doom. Okay. Let's skip this song. As lovely as it is, it's not what people come here for. There we go.
We all know that they come here for the dank Slavic techno.
Man. I tried playing some of my sort of video game techno music whilst I was I think I was playing a racing game at some point. It wasn't Wipeout, but it was Wipeout adjacent. And yeah, that all just got fucking claimed because apparently the dance music in video games is just dance music.
Generic.
Well, no, it all got claimed for the correct song, if you know what I mean. So it's all very, very copyright. Yeah. Whereas video game metal is much more relaxed, which is lovely. You get claimed occasionally, depending on the game, but you just all you have to do is remove it from the list once you've figured out that it's getting claimed. A couple of the songs from
Guilty Gear?
No, what? Fucking hell! I completed the game, the Armored Core like game for the PC. Demon Ex Machina. There you go. A couple of those songs got claimed, so I had to take them out the list. Demon Ex Machina was so good. Can't believe I forgot the name of it already.
So good that I forget it.
Yeah, so good I forgot you exist.
Well, that's the thing. It's so good that you forget it. So when you play it again, you're like, "Oh, this is so awesome."
Yeah, if only, eh? What game, if you could choose any game, would you forget completely so that you could go and experience it again for the first time? If you could choose any game. Feel free to answer at home if you want, ladies and gentlemen.
Dawn of War, yo.
That's a strong choice.
It's a very strong choice.
That is a strong choice.
Feel my power.
Oh, that is a fucking good choice, actually. I think... Bloodborne, says Snooglyphin. I've yet to do Bloodborne. By the way, Snow, are you proud of me? I finished Dark Souls. I finished it. I did it all. I know that the Souls series is one of Snoo's favourites. I did it with 150 deaths.
Which is probably quite light, actually, in the whole swing of the game.
I guess, maybe. I don't know. I've no idea how to Dark Souls with mega helping of cheese. Just forget it exists. You have, and you never have to play it again. Oh, okay. Now there's a thing. What game would you never play again? And if you could forget that it ever existed, that you ever played it.
Command and Conquer 4. Siberian Twilight.
Ooh.
Heap of shit that fucking thing was.
Good stuff.
Do not want.
2 is polarized amongst fans, but it's still a decent game. Yeah, I've the thing that that inspired me to play through the Souls series again was H. Bomber Guy's defense of Dark Souls 2, and I'm looking forward to that one. Although I do have the what's it? It's not Prepare to Die. It's the other one, the Scholar of the Lost Sin, I think it is.
Yeah, this is the thing. Wasn't Dark Souls 2 essentially like a complete, almost standalone world from like the actual Dark Souls 1 world, and then they went back to like Anor Londo after that?
I think so.
Because obviously you were working in Dren Lake, which is almost like a completely... I don't know whether or not it had something to do with the Demon Souls universe rather than the Dark Souls.
I'm not sure. But
I know it's like heavily, hated for being something completely different from the norm.
well, I mean, there's only 2 of them. There is no norm, so being different from the first game is fine.
There's Dark Souls 3.
Yeah, but Dark Souls 3 wasn't out when 2 was out,
It's true.
so there was no norm. So you'd only be saying that was the norm after Dark Souls 3 had come out, which would be, presumably almost a decade after 2 came out. Anywho, I've got the Scholar of the First Sin version of Dark Souls 2, which is reportedly a lot harder than the original was, because they just throw a lot more enemies at you.
Because of a massive DLC attached to it.
Well, yeah, I guess, but so I don't know. Apparently, that's not the best way to play the game, but I am playing it because I've got a pack with all of the Dark Souls games in it, all remastered and ready to go. So that's what I've gone with. So that's what I'm doing.
It will be interesting to see.
Yeah. and I'm fairly confident after completing one. I may, you know what? After the the final boss in Dark Souls 1, fucking took me to town over and over again. I made him look extremely easy to beat in my last attempt. I just wiped the floor with him because I finally learned how to parry.
And then you go into Dark Souls 2 where the mechanic is slightly different and completely wings you. You're like, ah!
I think I'm going to continue with my tank strat. Just aggressively over-leveling on...
Vit.
No, it's not. It wasn't Vit. It was, I think it was Endurance.
You've got to do endurance with your stamina.
Yeah.
And your poise.
Dark Souls have been kind of eclipsed in terms of difficulty by newer games. I see. Well, that's interesting. Because I found Dark Souls very difficult in places, like real fucking difficult in places. Some of the fucking bosses, man, insane.
For the most part, a lot of people have actually eventually come up with like reasonable, quick, and simple tactics. They've learned the bosses.
Yeah, I went in
down to a T for speed runs.
Yeah, I went into the bosses blind. I think the only time I looked, I looked up how to beat a boss was after I did the Bed of Chaos, which basically, honestly, I lost my shit on that fucking thing. I couldn't fucking figure out for the life of me how to fucking do it. I eventually worked it out, but I didn't want to go in. You know, I figured the next boss is going to be even harder than this, so I'm gonna want to go and have a look just so that I don't lose my shit on stream again. And yeah, Nito was so easy after I figured it out. They nerfed tanking strats quite heavily by reducing how effective poise is. Okay. I'm not sure I ever used poise. I know that I had a wolf ring which had poise effect, but I never actually used it.
Well, the poise is essentially how easy it is for you to stagger. Therefore, with your big tanky defensive build, if you got no poise in it, you'll just drop because you'll just get knocked on your arse constantly.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm not sure exactly how much I put in there. I mean, when I got hit, it interrupted me. It didn't necessarily like knock me over or anything, but I know that if I had the wolf ring on, I could have just attacked through attacks without worrying too much.
Wouldn't have been able to stagger you.
Yeah. So maybe that's something I could have done better. Obviously, I could have just played the game better by being a better gamer. But
and I do quote ye olde Dark Souls lore: "Get good, scrub."
Yeah. The last episode I titled "Getting Good" because that was the first time the game was like, there is no way around this. You cannot cheese this boss in any way. You're just gonna have to learn to parry, bitch. I was like, oh fuck, okay. Like I tried to cheese him. I learned Iron Skin and tried to tank him, and I nearly got him, but it just the grab attack just wrecked me. So there was just no way to do it other than learning how to parry. I'm still a bit annoyed that I finished on 150 deaths, which is like a suspiciously round number. People are going to call bullshit on that.
Just up to 169.
Giggity. Yeah, so there you go. That's honestly, on Saturday night I I was on like a completion high, and I couldn't stream that evening. So I was coming down off me completion high, and also getting very, very drunk watching Dragon Ball Z. So Sunday was a very, 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 very hungover day for me. I watched 12 episodes of Dragon Ball Z back to back, and drank probably about 4 or 5 litres of very strong cider. It was a lot.
Yeah, it sounds it.
Yeah.
You needed to get through all of this, the random screaming.
Oh no, we haven't gotten to the, what was it called?
Kamehameha?
No. Spirit Bomb, there you go. We haven't gotten to the Spirit Bomb bit. We're still on Earth. The Saiyans are on their way. So, there you go. I will likely come at yous all with Dragon Ball Z updates as we go through. Right.
So what you need to do at some point in time, once
What?
you've completed all of those wonderful Dark Souls games, you do a Kamehameha challenge run.
A what now?
You do a challenge run where, I mean, it's easier to do in Elden Ring because there is a spell similar to it.
Oh, okay.
But you just called the Azure Comet.
Oh.
But it's a charge up run, and it's just like this massive laser beam of destruction.
Oh shit.
But it completely drains your magic power like super fast because it does it like your magic points per second. It's just like so you can really just go
Bleh. Nice.
But of course you would need to play Elden Ring.
Which I will eventually. I've got plenty of Soulsborne games to go.
It's weird, over the past like couple of weeks I've been watching a lot of lore videos for Elden Ring, and I mean that also links onto me watching a lot of lore videos for Dark Souls,
Yeah.
and Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 3, and there's so much hidden, like it's all there in the game, and you won't understand half of the things that are going on unless you actually just accidentally stumble on this one book in a cave somewhere.
Yeah.
Or, you know, you read the equipment descriptions and it tells you about like some old forgotten piece of lore from ye olde times before like the dark sign appeared and things like that. It's like, oh, holy shit. Why is there so much? Well, obviously it's great that there's so much of it.
Yeah.
Like, why is there so much? And you don't see it if you just do a generic sort of like bum rush playthrough for your glorious waifu.
I'm pretty sure that I missed like almost all of the story. I could kind of gather what was going on, but I much prefer to be told what's going on rather than having to go look. That's the one drawback of Dark Souls, but just the feeling of beating it, very good, very satisfying game.
There's a lot of stuff hidden in the dialogue as well. So it's very, very subtle.
Yeah, I just prefer to be told what's going on. So I don't know. I don't know whether that lets up a bit in the later Soulspawn games, but we'll see.
Nope.
Some shit.
Certainly doesn't.
No. Oh, there's some shit in my brush now. I've let it dry a bit too much. Trying to get rid of some of it. Go through it with my nail. Take the chunk out. I'll leave that brush to the side for a bit. Lick it. Fine. Ugh. Yummy. Right. Still got metal colour to do. Let's get a little bit more wetter on there. Lovely stuff. Did not taste good. Paint, it turns out, not good food. Take note, people. It's a public service that I am doing for you. I taste things and tell you if they're not good food. Or if they are in fact good food. I'm going to change my mind on this one here. This bit here
It
needs
is,
to go.
in fact, good food.
Yes. Well, this bit's going to need a couple of coats now because
Getting cold.
God damn it, Badger.
Already.
God damn it, Badger.
You can't stop me.
If someone is in Badger's house and is watching this, please go and assault Badger immediately.
Please stop me.
Stop him! So yeah, this is sort of the time when I'd usually give you a bit of a shout out, but what's going on with your channel? Are you coming back at any point?
I will be, because I've got things that I need to finish off. It's just, I've yet to fully grasp the point in time when I will return to maximum power.
Yes, yes.
So you will sort of see me bits and pieces here and there as I actually find time to do things.
Yeah. Well, look out for that, everyone. Firepower Badger, no spaces. Mr. Fraggle, do you want to give Badger a quick shouty outy? And yeah, go check him out. Go follow him. When he comes back, you will know about it if you follow him.
Indeed.
Where you will probably see him doing more sketching and painting and maybe gaming as well. Thank you, Fraggle.
I am definitely going through the general repertoire of what I can do and focus on.
Yeah.
To be honest, because at the minute I'm sort of all over the place, really trying to keep up with myself, and I just need to sit down, take a breath,
Yeah.
and then just do one particular thing.
Oh, okay. So you're going to try and focus a bit more.
Yes.
That makes total sense. It's good to be specialised, if especially if you're trying to build an audience. Yeah. Like for me, because I stubbornly refuse to specialise. Growth has been nice and slow, which is honestly fine for me, because the one time I had more than like 50 viewers in the stream for like the entire stream, that was just after Baradul raided me. I couldn't do it. It doesn't work for me trying to keep a track of that many people talking all at once. Nah, can't be doing with it. I'm very happy to be a small streamer. And I am desperately fighting against the BattleTech streamer tag. I don't want to be typecast. I don't want to do it. Don't want to do it. I know a lot of people do want me to do it. I'm not doing it.
He says, next alert. Alright guys, back with the Rex.
I mean, I am currently painting a BattleTech Mini, but I don't just play BattleTech. I play Dark Souls and Sniper Elite 5 and all of the things.
There's a great many things up his giant atlasy sleeves.
Yes. Tell you what, Mr. Richard War Rich, sent me a PlayStation mouse in the post. So, one of the games I'm going to be continuing from, like, real early on in my streaming life. I'm going to be continuing on with Warhammer Dark Omen.
And now that you have a mouse...
I might actually be able to do it, yeah. I mean, it's a very hard game. But yeah, I definitely owe War Rich a pint at least, at the very fucking least, because those things go for a lot of money. So I'm very, very grateful that he's given me the opportunity to use a PlayStation mouse. Okay. I think that's all of the base coat on you done now. On this bit here, I might just get a little bit of detailing going on there. Looks like the little chain bit there. A couple of little nuts. Nuts.
These nuts.
D's nuts? D's nuts indeed. It's like a little chainy bit there as well. A metal looking chain. Silvery looking chain. Alright, there you go. I think I'll do that metal as well. Yeah, that's good. That looks good to me. A lot of metal, a little bit of white here and there. Try to minimise the white on it, because it's if you put too much on it, it just looks daft. Like real fucking daft.
You saying they wouldn't be all white? Sneak attack.
Sneaky! Alright, let's see. Let's get the football scores up on my screen. Oh shit! Man United are winning.
Man U winning.
Hmm.
Dun dun dun! It's the epic plot twist.
It is a massive plot twist, that. Flippin' heck. I'll have to watch the highlights later on.
See where they went wrong.
Well, yeah. Apparently Man United turned up tonight. They decided they wanted to play. Well, if it was going to be any game, it would be against us, wouldn't it? It is a classic rivalry. Evening, Beardbow. How's it going?
How do, good sir?
If anyone is enjoying the video game metal here, speaking of which, there is Mr. Beardbow down there is doing on, I think it's Tuesday night. Do correct me if I'm wrong, Beardbow. You're doing a video game metal covers night on his channel.
Bit of black mages in there.
Oh, we've got to get the black mages in there, 100%. Like, if it's not like at least 50% black mages, there's gonna be words had, man. The ultimate heavy metal cover of video game music. The ultimate.
Up until a certain point in time, the only heavy metal video game cover.
Well, yeah, it covers for sure. But like, we've got to get some Doom in there as well. How is Beardbow anyway tonight? Hope you're having a fantastic evening.
Sure looked like you had an absolutely bloody stunk time at Bloodstock.
Yeah, I saw the photos. Very jealous. I should really get over to Bloodstock at some point, shouldn't I? Man, I've never been to an outdoor festival before. I've been to the weekend in Blackpool, the punk weekend. That was fucking great. I really should get over to that one at some point. I kind of like the look of Wacken as well. Wacken.
But isn't that in like?
It's in Germany.
Yep.
Yeah. I do want to get to Germany at some point, mainly for Oktoberfest. I would love Oktoberfest a lot.
I'll assume that you'll potentially get the train, maybe a flight, but you sure won't be walking.
Someone call the police. There's been a crime. He's been like this all night, Beardbow. He's been like this all night. Oh, that was a good one, though. I'll give you that. Oh man!
Excellent.
Right, we have his short shorts all oiled up now.
I thought you were going to say, you have his address, ladies and gentlemen, send the assassins.
That comes later. Right, this is now... I need more light. Let's get some more light on me here so I can see what I'm doing. Right, so the arm, which will eventually go onto the mech like this. Haha. You can see that. That's starting to look quite nice. Let's close that null oil before something terrible happens. I shouldn't need that again tonight.
Indeed.
Indeed.
And I've just realised that I've done something possibly stupid.
Okay, what have you done?
I've started painting these metallic bits before I dry brushed the pink.
Ah,
So I'm just going to have to be very, very careful.
yes. Right, I need a small brush. That's a quite small brush, but it's not quite the smallest. That's a good one. I like that one. Okay. So let's just get it nice and slightly thinner. I don't want it to be like piss thin, but I do want it to be slightly thinner. Alright, here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Boom, shake, shake, shake the room.
I was going with one, nothing's wrong with me, but okay. That too. One sec, you need to grab your headphones as you can't hear you. Oh, no worries, dude. We were saying lovely things about you and everything.
Until the pun happened.
Oh, it wasn't funny.
Ha ha.
Okay. Just need to basically do a dry brush over, like a wet dry brush. Just a real thin layer of the metallic paint again, just over the tops of all of these bits here. Just enough to give it the shine back, but not enough to disguise the shading and the ridges. Got to get its shine and luster back. Okay. Can't have too much of that. Shit. Absolutely caked some of this with null oil. It was like that paint me like one of your Warhammer minis meme, where the girls just sat there all, like covered in fucking ink. Okay, oh shit, I just touched some tacky paint. So my fingers are going to be covered in silver now. The wrong splodge. There you go.
The lesser known Wallace and Gromit
The wrong splodge.
animation.
We need to have a redeem to punish Badger with something when he makes dad jokes now. Or just a boo function that he can actually hear.
I will never hear a boo, only the jealousy of those who could not think as quick as me.
Hiss, boo! Okay, that's fine. So all the metal work on this one's pretty much done. Just a little bit maybe more on this. Okay, this is still drying I think, but I think it's worth whacking some more paint on anyway.
Yes.
Hey, I can hear you now. Oh, you missed us saying nice things about you, dude. We're just talking about how I think your Tuesday night stream is going to be a video game metal stream. So if anyone is in the mood for that, go check Mr. Beardbow Baggins out. That is correct. Yes, yes. And I was saying that if like at least 50% of the stream isn't the Black Mages, I'm going to be upset. Because the Black Mages are just fucking ludicrously good. Ludicrously good. I shall prepare my disappoint face. You just don't want to hear what he was saying earlier. Really can't comment on. Ah, Frank, always stirring the pot. Always stirring the pot. Okay. Grass dump.
I wonder if there would be. I mean, it would be a very strange stream if there are enough covers of S Club 7 to just play the same song over and over again, done by different artists.
I know there's at least 3 like rock versions of that particular song, but I don't know. Maybe.
Oh, only the spiciest. Why is this?
Maybe you need to make one.
I need a Casio keyboard.
Pass me my giant spoon. By your own mod. Oh man. Boys saying how lovely you are. Oh yeah, we are. Yes.
Definitely saying how lovely you are, good sir.
Yes.
I'm so glad that you had like such an amazing bunch of people behind you as well.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Mr. Badger was saying earlier that he was thinking about sort of specialising a bit more rather than trying to do everything at once. And I was like, yeah, that's probably a good idea because, I mean, Mr. Beardbow's found his success specialising. I'm stubborn and I refuse. I will do what I want. I will play what I want. Leave me be. Let me do my thing. But yeah.
The problem is your thing just so happens to be turning into
No, don't say it.
Battletech.
No. I will have you know that less than half of my content these days is BattleTech. It doesn't matter that over half of my hours watched is BattleTech. That just goes to show that that's why I stream a lot of BattleTech. Or
Just
streamed.
turkey.
Yeah, it turned popular. A lot of people turned up for it. I really enjoyed it, and it stuck with me. I sold out, basically, is what I'm saying. We all just want to be popular.
You're doing good, Chief.
To be fair, I have got the classic MechWarrior game launcher ready. I need to find the ROMs for it, but I've got a DOS box that's all set up and ready to roll once you plug the ROMs into it. Thank you, Fraggle, for getting that for me, by the way. And yeah, so that's going to be fucking fun. And
I think it's...
I'm going to play MechWarrior 1, 2, 3, and 4 at some point.
I remember actually getting things down to play the Mech Commander stuff.
Oh yeah. I saw that. I think those are on GOG. I think.
There might be, but before they were, I actually had a standalone. I basically had the standalone game.
Oh, nice.
It was not stable in the slightest bit, but I could play the damn thing, and I completed it, and I was like, "Ooh, he was nice."
But Beerbo asks, Mr. Badger, how are you feeling from the other week, by the way? I don't know what you mean.
Pretty top good, sir. I am back to 100%.
He's back.
Because that was when I went into hospital.
Oh shit! Yeah. Yeah.
And had a bit of a spicy time.
That was your diabetes laying up in the heat, wasn't it?
Yep.
Oh man. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're feeling tippity top. I completely forgot about that, man.
Yep.
I'm glad Beerbo reminded us. Man, the heat has been, was fucking awful, wasn't it?
It was back then. We were reaching like
40s.
well into the deep into the 30s, if not, and on that particular day, it was the 40s.
Yeah.
Up here as well.
Yeah, and that's ludicrous. I don't think that's ever happened.
In the cold reaches of the north.
It's grim up north, and that's the way we like it. Nah, fuck off.
She's grand. She's doing well.
That's good to hear.
She's searching for fresh job opportunities.
Not enjoying the new one she had.
Well, the new one that she had sort of put her just on. Instead of it really doing the thing that they said they were going to do.
Yeah, you said they'd overhired or something.
She's just essentially on data cleansing, and it's
sounds pretty
it's
shit.
not good. It's just boring.
Man.
And she's one of these people who prefers actually having like a lot of stuff to do.
Yeah.
She's a very, very sort of active worker, and if she just sits there for hours and hours on end doing what is essentially mindless busy work, it's not good. It's soul crushing.
Bad for your mental health.
Exactly. So she's searching for greener pastures, good sirs.
Yeah, I can totally understand that. If I wasn't clinging desperately to my very, very nice pension scheme, I would definitely be on the same boat. I have a very nice pension scheme, by the way.
Never would have guessed.
Yeah. So yeah, but I completely get the whole mindless busy work, basically getting you completely fucking ruined. It's basically been my life for the last 6 months. I'm still trying to figure out how to deal with it, honestly. So, what can you do? Right, there you go. The hand is actually starting to look real nice. I'll zoom in in a bit when we get to the show and tell later on. But that's looking very nice. Unless people want me to show them like mid paint, I'm happy to do it if you want.
Show us your atlas.
I will, I will. Let me just use this little blob of paint up, and then I'll bring it to camera so you can see how it's getting on. Tell her to come work with Beardbow, he says.
What, in the security sector?
You get to, I guess, you get to see all sorts of wild animals.
Magical things.
Yeah.
I remember you telling me about the kung fu bunch of people.
Oh dear, a kung fu bunch of people. That sounds like a very good story that we should probably tell off stream at some point.
Yeah, but obviously Beardwall will have to give you all them sweet deets.
CCTV live. Yeah, I used to work right next to the CCTV room in our place, and yeah, the sights you'd see when you pop in.
Majestic.
Yeah.
Magic.
Someone got a warning for like pissing in an elevator directly underneath the camera. You're just like, how can people be that fucking stupid?
Like, we all know that elevators have cameras in these days.
Mm-hmm.
So why would you even... Unless they were literally in work, drunk off their face. Even then, you get a warning for that as well. Right, I am going to have to quickly go to the loo.
Okay.
Shall return soon.
Alright, I'll put my camera on then. Hi. In fact, I'll show you all my progress so far. So let me just clean my brush a little bit. I'll leave that in the water because it's starting to dry on it. So let's turn the light down just a tiny bit. So there we go. So you don't get blinded by the light. Da 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 da. Autofocus. Whoosh! You can't see me. So this is what we did last time we did the Atlas, and we did the torso, and it's all very nice and lovely. Probably not the tidiest, but it's not too bad. Not too bad, if I do say so myself. Then we've got the arm, which I've painted today. It's not complete, but it's getting there. And there's the hands. Hand has got white fingers and metallic hand bit. Got the white highlight bit there. The metallic rims on the side. It needs tidying up, as you can see. There's a mistake there. We crossed the lines. And then the hips that don't lie. And there's the back end. And there's your front end right there. That looks a bit messy. You won't be able to see that. That's going to be inside the torso. So there you go. And I think at this point I'm going to stick it together. Oh, do I want to do that? Yeah, I'm fine with this. So I am actually going to stick it, I think, because I don't think that this will go into there. The hole is too tiny. Far too tiny. Unless. I think you either have to like really fucking ram it in, or just chop it and glue it. I think I'm going to chop it and glue it. That's what I'm going to do. I think it's designed so that it can be. Where's me clippers gone? Wow, there's something. I know I had them fairly recently. I had them the other day. They're underneath my keyboard, I think, or underneath me monitor. Oh no, I've lost them. Where are they? Bloody hell. Hi, Bear. Can I help you? My little doggo. Oh. You're very cute today. He's a good doggo. I need clippers. Where are they? They will be here. Eep. Where in the world? Oh, I know where they'll be, actually. They'll be in here. Aha! I found them. They were in my drawer. Okay, and we clip that bit off there. Doggo! Yeah, he's being a cutie, aren't you? You're working for your food today, aren't you?
I have returned.
Badger's back.
Back again. Badger's back. Tell your friends.
Okay, so. Oh shit. Come on. In you go. Right, there we go. The Atlas with sexy bastard war badger, he says.
Whoa.
There you go. He's got sort of hips. There you go. Kind of could do with that being a little bit tighter on there. But you know what? That's fine. That'll work. That'll work for us. Bear wants to eat it. See if it's ready to be attacked. There we go. Got some super glue for this bit. Just gonna need a fair amount of glue this, I think. It's a big chunky piece that's going on here.
Yep. And it's got a dangle, or it's going to have to sit there with its, like, a heavy weight on it.
There you go. Look at that. The boy is getting chunky.
Yep.
The boy is getting chunky. Look at that boyo there. The other arm will come next week, I think. Or next time. Depending on what's going on next week. But look at that shit. Yeah, boy. How are you getting on? How's your Chaos Boys coming?
If I can get it to zoom in properly.
Oh, let's put Badge Cam on. Oh, he's looking fucking fantastic, isn't he?
He is. And he is all in pink. As much as it doesn't look like it.
Nice.
I've done him in a Slanesh colour scheme. And for his children.
But Beardbow, you are still waiting for a MIDI. I have got like 3 different tracks that are currently titled Beardbow's MIDI version 1, 2, and 3, and I'm basically trying to get something that sounds metally, and the software I'm using at the moment does a really bad job of it. I'm trying to get it working. I'm doing the best I can with the tools I have. I'm probably going to have to get it as a backing track and shove it through Audacity and record direct guitar through Audacity. I think that's how I'm going to have to do it.
Dun, dun, dun.
I mean, if you want, I can refund your points, but I am kind of working on it still. Trying to get like a decent guitar sound out of the electronic instruments I've been provided is difficult. Try harder. I mean, honestly, if you want, we can go onto Discord after this, and I'll show you what I've got so far. It's not much. It's basically me just playing with instruments and getting like trying to get some drum beats that don't sound too dancey. I think one of the loops I've actually made did come out of one of the attempts, and I was like, this isn't metally enough, but I like it. You didn't answer a couple of messages up, Bula. He is way long behind stuff like chosen Let's Plays, etc. Oh, working tonight. I have to wait till tomorrow. No worries, man. No worries. Was that a couple of messages up, or was that? Let's go up a bit more. Oh, don't you leave the center? Don't you leave the center and arms loose, so you can move it around? Right. So the 3D print model was it was sort of designed like that, but it doesn't fit together. I think there was a couple of printing errors that meant that the joints kind of didn't work. So what I've had to do is I've had to just clip some of the balls off and fasten it. So basically, there was a ball inside that joint there that didn't really print very well. It had a bit of feathering going on, so it wouldn't clip on. Also, I think the clip was the wrong size for it. So the clip looked like that there. You can't really see that. Auto, there you go, a bit like that. And honestly, I think the balls on the legs also got clipped because they wouldn't fit in. Yeah, there it is. There, that got clipped out. Yeah, so eventually, he's gonna be a bloody chunky lad. This one. That shit. That's kind of how tall he's gonna end up being. So yeah, I don't know how this is going to work. I think I'm going to have to like glue it like that, just so he stands up. Yeah, I think the original idea was that I'd be able to move it around a bit, but the way that it printed, it kind of not working. Still waiting on the Devil May Cry plate. Did you redeem Devil May Cry? I mean, DMC, I'm assuming is Devil May Cry. If you've redeemed Devil May Cry, that is definitely happening because I do have those games. I fucking fancy that actually, because I've got Devil May Cry 5 and I've played it a little bit, really enjoyed it, and then just got distracted by something else, as is my way. I've gotten better at that lately, just for streaming, but yeah, I would love to play through Devil May Cry. Man, right, should I start on one of the other bits? Yes, I think I should.
Start on the other arm?
Yeah, we'll do the other arm. Sounds like a plan. Where is a larger brush? There it is. I'm assuming it means Devil May Cry, Fraggle. I can't remember you, but I know you you redeemed a Dawn of War multiplayer thing, and I was like, I didn't know how that I'd get off the ground. I could definitely do Dawn of War like playing for a single player. That would be fucking good. I would enjoy that actually. I think I might do that. Getting it to run in a sensible resolution is a task these days. I know that Fraggle's got a mod or some code that you can use to
enhance your
to force it to go into 1080p sort of thing. Devil May Cry, yes, this was way back, right? Okay, Beardbow, I'm adding that to the list. It's on the list. So I've got Homeworld that I still need to complete. Honestly, I don't know if I'm going to be able to complete that. I think the last time I streamed, I rage quit because
You're rocked hard.
Yeah, I got backed into a corner. So I've got like a dreadnought and like a few other ships left, like tiny ships. That's all that's left, and we're going into another mission. And if the game chucks like enemies at me early on, which it probably will, I don't think I'm going to be able to fight back, and I might just die. My mothership's going to have to fight on its own, and I don't think I've got the resources to rebuild. So that's going to be fun. Bitter for file hex editing to get it working, then pack them up and send them over to Bula. Yes. Yeah, working on Dawn of War makes it widescreen. The second and third work. Yeah. No changes at all. Yeah, those are a little bit thing, but I don't think I'm gonna play Dawn of War 2 or 3 because I don't like them. They're the bad games. They're the bad timeline.
Honestly, what I can say is Dawn of War 3, it wasn't what I expected. They did do weird things with it. There is still the base building aspect, but it's completely changed. But honestly, if it's worth a playthrough, if only just for the story, because they've done the characters some really nice justice. Gorgots in particular is still as amazing, if not more amazing, than he was beforehand.
I don't know, man. Operation Creeping Death will not work.
Sadly, no, because I don't think you can build turrets in it.
Man. Damn.
But you do get an Imperial Knight to stride forth and raise hell upon the enemy.
Yeah. I prefer having a Basilisk squad that basically just rains hell on anything trying to come to your base.
It's like, what's that? You looked at my base from over there.
What's that? You want to go through a very small gap that I've deliberately made to get to my base?
Filled with vines. Did I let that slip? Oops, sorry.
Bits.
I said filled with candy.
Yes. Orcish candies.
Delicious.
Also, have I seen Metal Helsing? No. I have not seen Metal Helsing. That sounds good. I like Helsing. I like metal. If these two things collide, that could work. I've seen Helsing. I've seen Helsing Ultimate most of the way through. I haven't seen it all the way through. I need to find somewhere that's streaming that shit.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah. See, they've got standard Helsing on Netflix, and I was like, I don't want to watch standard Helsing. I want to watch Helsing Ultimate. Thank you very much, dude. Please check it out. They showcased it. Cased it on a Bloodstock. Nice. Honestly, sounds like my jam. I'm in. Reading is not working for me right now. I am not in there. Reading, I am out. I mute.
Reading, I am somewhere over there.
Yes. I'm not very good at the reading today. Done enough of that shit. Okay. The painting. I've got to wash the brush now. I think another splodge of blue and we'll be done there. But yeah, sounds awesome. I will check it out. Do you know where it is? Where I can find it? Is it on the Netflix? Because they've got some decent anime that they're doing on there at the moment. They've got they did Castlevania, which I honestly haven't seen anything past the first season. The first season was good. Apparently the second season not so good, but still worth watching. It's on Steam. So it's a game? Oh shit. So it's a Hellsing game, or is it just called Metal Hellsing and it's nothing to do with the actual anime? But it's got someone from Trivium, someone from Lamb of God in it.
Are you talking about Hellslinger? Because I know there's a game called
Yes,
Metal
it is. It's called
Hellslinger.
Metal Hellslinger. Yes, he's. I was going to say Metal Hellsing. I've never heard of that.
And then Stevie's obviously looking over going, Hellsing? What's he talking about?
Yeah. Okay, Metal Hellslinger. I will check that out. I've not heard of that one, but if it's on Steam, I'll give it a good gun. Wonder what kind of game it is. I mean, I'm pretty sure that Beerbo's just explained it to me, but I'm not very good at. Oh, he's just saying who's. Oh, it's got Surge in it. Nice. It's an FPS. Ah.
It's a fast-paced first-person shooter thing, kind of like, sort of like Doom-esque.
Yeah, I've seen talk of the. There's a Doom, like classic Doom sort of FPS. That's like deliberately going into like early PC game graphics to get the nostalgia feel. That's looking pretty good. By the way, are you psyched for what's his name? 40k Vermintide.
I am looking forward to Dark Tide.
Yes. It was supposed to be out already, but I think they've delayed it a bit.
I know that it was, the last time I heard anything, it was November of this year.
Yeah.
They had plans to do it, but I have seen plenty of gameplay trailers of it
Yeah.
hanging around, and I'm like, I want it.
Yes. Put
But
it
I
into
think
my hands. Feed
in a
it to
way,
me.
it's weird because it seems to be a weird touch between Vermintide and Left 4 Dead.
Okay. I saw when I saw gameplay trailers of it, I did like how the las gun works. The las rifle looks very spicy. It is a spicy flashlight.
It is the spiciest flashlight for the Emperor.
Indeed. There's an Ogrin character.
Yep, and he runs around and he's got his ripper gun and he punches
Yeah.
things.
That's gonna be good. I don't think.
I'm going to
fuck's
assume
sake.
that he has the thickest, angriest Cockney accent possible.
Well, of course he has to, you know. He's got to have the thickest Cockney accent going.
Oh man, Manchester United are 2-0 up now. Fuck's sake.
About I think. It's still working.
Ah well. Turns out Manchester United turned up today. They've actually decided they want to play football today. They would have to do it against Liverpool, wouldn't they? Fuck yeah, now.
Of course.
They get absolutely trolleyed by Bournemouth and other people. Who did they play in the first week? Can't even fucking remember. That's how small a team they were.
Maybe that's why they're doing so well against Liverpool, because they've had their asses handed them after they've been, beaten by these smaller teams. It's been like, come on, lads.
But
I'll
I
pay you.
was hoping that their current form would continue against Liverpool and they'd get absolutely trolleyed. That would make me
Right.
laugh very heavily.
Of course, that's what you want.
The universe knows it's what I want.
Therefore, the
doesn't
universe
give it
goes, hello, Manchester people.
How about we play a game today? Right.
I shall inspire you. Here is a commissar.
Need to let that dry. If I touch it now, it will do that, and I will have blue on my thumb. What you doing, Luke?
Blue,
Got a little doggo here. Just being doggo-ish.
Look at his face.
Give him fosses. Give him fosses.
I saw that picture of him completely sparked out.
Yeah. Oh no. He hates it when I touch his head. He doesn't like being pet on the face. He only likes belly rubs. It's all he wants in his life. There we go. Sit off. He's just looking at me like, I didn't tell you to stop.
More peasants.
Can you say Liverpool is worse than Brentford since? I mean, at this current moment, maybe. I have no idea how they're actually performing because I can't see the game because it's on Sky. Like cunts, keeping their fucking games hidden from me. How dare they? I wish to view them. All right, let's get some. I'll get the metal on first, I think.
The metal.
The lead belt shaw.
Can't kill the metal.
New wave tried to kill the metal. Go sports team.
Go sport ball.
Righty ho. Right, let's do this bit first because it's the least moist of the paint. Also, we've got plenty of places to dab the thick bits of paint off. So you're less likely to make massive errors. Yes. Okay. Arm number 2 is doing well. Doing pretty well. Because I know exactly what sort of where I want each colour to be, it's a fairly straightforward process now.
That's always the weird thing that I find with a lot of painting. Is when you start up something, like, it takes you forever to get the first model done.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, you're like, oh yeah, sure, this is done.
Regiment painting is it's the only way I know how to paint. It's like Imperial Guard and the Tau and the Space Marines, they're all very regimented. Everyone's got a very similar colour scheme.
Yep.
Okay, that's now dry enough to hold. Nearly put my finger in some of the paint I've just dropped on the model. That would have been silly. Okay. Oh, yeah, sorry, I completely forgot that I didn't actually answer the question earlier on. Which game would I, if I could, forget about so I could replay it? I would do Ghost of Tsushima, honestly. Look,
It's a relatively young game.
Yes. Like, before Ghost of Tsushima, I would have easily said The Witcher 3. 100%. But Ghost of Tsushima has beaten it for me as, like, the, probably the best story for, like, a really big open world game that I've ever played. That game is so good. There are a couple of plot holes in it that that rubbed me the wrong way when I first played it through, but, like, you know, looking back on it now, it's a fucking gem of a game, and I cannot recommend it highly enough to anyone who has the opportunity to play it. If you've never played Ghost of Tsushima, what the fuck are you doing here? Go play it. It's so good. Like, you know, there were a couple of things that I didn't agree about it on it. It forces you to play a certain way, or it portrays your character in a certain way for, like, some of the game, just to, you know, it railroads you basically. So I was basically playing with, like, maximum honor, I was like, I refused to do the stealth in the game. I was like, fuck you. I'm going to walk slowly towards the camp, the bandit camp. I'm going to announce my arrival. I'm going to challenge them to a fight. And then they're going to send some... Yeah, and then they're going to send their hardest warrior at me. And I'm going to fucking slice him down. And they're all going to run away in terror. And it was magnificent. You thought it was a decent, but suffered from AAA open world boredom after a while. Do you know what? I can see that. I can see that. The bandit camps were all very, 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 very similar. But honestly, I was having so much fun just walking up to each one of them. I didn't really care. But for me, the story was what made that game. I can totally get why, you know, you wouldn't want to necessarily 100% that game. You don't want to do every fucking bandit camp in that game. Unless you are, like, really enjoying the combat, which I did. The combat in that game was so well done. Like the sword play in that. I really enjoyed it. It also had the thing that The Witcher 3 had, where, like, the side quests weren't just, like, rando side quests of go there, do that. It had each side quest like was like part of a small story that like went alongside the main campaign. It was good. I really enjoyed it. I am fully aware that apparently Elden Ring blows every AAA open world game off the map. With its density and its variety.
Again, we sort of cycle back to how much of the lore videos that I've watched on.
Yeah.
And there's so many bits to it that you're like, oh, holy crap.
Yeah. Like, apparently you can completely miss, like, half the game when you're going through it. I was listening to a few people, like, talking about it, and apparently there was, like, the whole map has an Underdark section, basically. So the whole map is... There is a whole underground section.
There's like 3 city areas.
Yeah.
That you can visit, like 1 destroyed city and 2 fully intact, well, moderately intact cities. And they're all linked to certain, like, I would say, unnecessary quest lines. You don't need to do the quest lines.
Yeah. It's like just optional.
Yeah.
Optional bits and pieces.
I think you need to go to at least 1 of the cities.
Yeah.
To get an item, but you don't need to, like, stick around.
Yeah, you can just get it and fuck off.
Exactly. There are optional bosses in there, and you just have to... Well, you can just ignore them. If that's what you really want to do.
Yeah, if you just want to speed run through, you can just ignore it. See, that sounds good.
And there are 6 major endings to the game.
Yeah.
And they all depend on which quest lines you've decided to follow or not follow.
You see, I'm worried about the Elden Ring. I'm worried about playing through it. I'm worried that I'm worried it's going to spoil every other open world for me. By the sounds of it, it's just phenomenal. And you know, once you've had a taste, you're never going to go back. You're never going to be able to go back because every other open world will just feel empty and shallow. And I really enjoyed Assassin's Creed Odyssey, specifically Odyssey. I enjoyed Origins, but like that game's gonna look pathetic in comparison if you try and play it now. So there you go.
That's the thing. It's obviously it's not a perfect game. It's a good, nice story-driven game, and it can tell an amazing story.
Which one?
But yeah, Elden Ring.
Okay.
But again, there is so much opportunity to miss nice little nuances in it
Yeah.
that certain things won't make sense. When you were saying, you know, that there were certain bits in Ghost of Tsushima
Yeah.
that were like glaringly obvious missing sections on
Well,
it.
no, they're
It
not.
could have
They're
been
not missing. They're just.
like untied ends.
I wouldn't even say that. No, the problems I had with Ghost of Tsushima is the railroading it did. It forced you to play the role of an assassin, when the rest of the game gave you the option. It said, here's your two ways to play this game. You decide how to play the game. You're either a stealthy assassin with no honor, or you are an honor-bound samurai who fights with total honor. And I went the total honor route, and I refused to do any of the stealth. And there was a few missions where it's like, no, we're railroading you here. If you don't do the stealth, you cannot continue.
Yeah.
And you get called a dishonorable ninja, basically, by everyone in the cutscenes, and you're just like, no, I'm playing honorable. Fuck you all. The fact that it forced me to do that and annoyed me greatly, but I forgave it in the end because the game took me on a fucking phenomenal ride, and the story was brilliant, and I loved it. It was just cinematically perfectly done, which is that's the reason I don't want them to ever make a film of it, even though they're totally doing it, because it's a perfect film in its own right. Don't remake that as a film.
The film of Tsushima.
Yeah, it's perfect as it is. You don't need to do that. Stop trying to make money, Sony, off films. Stop it. Stop it. Bad, Sony. Bad.
Fear not, Dave. They're only going to spoil it further by casting Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson as.
Fucking hell, he's in everything, isn't he? He's the new Samuel L. Jackson.
He is. He will be the Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh God.
And he won't even be the main dude. He'll be the fox
Jesus.
that you follow around with all the shrines.
Oh, I love that fox. He can be my friend.
Forever your friend.
Yep. Oh man, right. How are you getting on, Mr. Badger? Are you wanting to call it soon?
I am pretty much done, so.
Nice. Well, whilst you stick stuff together, let's go through the Discord that we've got a few images that a few images have been posted today. Lovely. We'll go back for a few weeks back, because I don't think.
Yep, I pretty much have a pair of eyeballs to paint, and I am done.
Yes. So that's the last time we did stuff. Here we go. I think we've seen that one. There's my there you go. So let's get the trailer time up. So here's the Discord. Right, so the first thing we've got to show is Monkey King's squeaky boys. Look at those little balls of death. Lovely. I like the multicolored ones. Really nice highlights on there, especially this one and the green one. Love that. Those are unofficial, I believe.
Oh no, my squigs.
And here is Snooglyphin doing some Chaos Boys. He was doing a variety of paint schemes, all looking fantastic, by the way. Loving these. All different, all manner of chaos. The blue and gold boy there. And then today, during the show, we had more chaos from Snooglyphin. Ooh, more blue and gold boys. With the same one in different angle. Lovely stuff. So thank you so much to Snooglyph and Monkey King for submitting those to our Discord. If you enjoy painting some Warhammer and you want to show us your stuff, feel free to pop onto the Discord and show us yours. The link to the Discord is below, or you can type !Discord. I have set that one up at least. Right, for me, what have I done today? So let's show you. I'm going to bring the focus in, so I'm going to go all obscured and stuff, but you can see my Atlas. So he's coming together nicely now. He's got his arm. He's got his arm going on. He's got his little green, slightly yellowy green laser. He's got his hips now. The hips that do not lie. So we've also...
You can start to see like the general size of that thing now properly.
That's going to be the upper arm. It's not quite ready to stick on yet. I've still got some work to do on it, but he's a chunky lad. Is this Atlas, isn't he?
He is.
Yeah.
He is at least fist-sized.
He is. Oh, bloody hell. There we go. And Mr. Badger, show us your wares. There we go. Some Chaos lads. Old school models with the nipple bolters.
Yes, indeed.
Lovely stuff. Alright, well. Excellent stuff. So, I'm going to say a big thank you to everyone who's been here today. Thank you for popping in and chatting to us and doing all the things. Thank you to Badger for making time to be with us. I know you're a busy boy at the moment.
I have been, yes. Very tired boy. But worth it.
Yeah.
Worth all of the effort.
Yeah, these streams always just release us into the week nicely and calmly, and it's lovely. Right, Mr. Badger is a streamer, but he is currently on a sort of hiatus. When he comes back, we will let you know. But do give him a follow, and then you'll find out when he gets back on, when he starts streaming.
Indeed, I will make sure that I at least try to keep some people posted about when I'm going to kick back in. Until further notice, I'm sort of here and there whenever I feel like I've got the time for it.
Yeah. Over here, we're going to do some more surprise BattleTech tomorrow. Wednesday night, not sure what I'm playing yet. It'll probably be either Sniper Elite or No Man's Sky, depending on how I feel. On the weekend, we've got a new RPG starting, because I'm going to try and go RPG, shooter, survival game, and have at least something, a bit of variety going on. Anyway, I've been Bulamatari, he's been the Badger, and we'll see you next time all. Ta-ra!
Toodles.
I think it's right.